Since the beginning of the COVID outbreak, many of us have been sticking close to home. The opposite holds true for KCTV5's investigative team. They've logged more miles than ever, driving to Nebraska in search of ventilators. They've traveled to hotspots across the Midwest where cases have surged. And recently they went to Ford County, Kansas. It's a nationwide hotspot, or is it? Here's investigative reporter Angie Racono.
We're getting pretty good with road trips. I pack the snacks, and then Greg, he drives the entire time. In this last trip, 10 hours in the car because we wanted to go to Ford County. Here's why. It used to be one of the hottest spots in the nation for coronavirus when you looked at it per capita, and you can see from that chart all of those cases. And then all of a sudden, it drops off. How did that happen? So we went to check it out. Dodge City is in the heart of Ford County, a bustling city of more than 30,000 people, where 1 in 16 people have officially tested positive for COVID-19. That's right, 1 in 16.
When you're seeing what's happening in New York or Houston or these areas where they have thousands of deaths, they think the same thing is happening here, and it's not.
Ford County's coronavirus story is different from anything else you've read or heard about.
So what we did is we just tested everybody.
County Administrator J.D. Gilbert explained numbers can be deceiving. This county was aggressive and tested like crazy. And in April and May, they had more contact tracers than Kansas City. They also used geography to predict the spread. Fast forward a few months.
When everybody else is ramping up, we're going down.
No one in Dodge City is confident or cocky about the virus, but somehow cases went from this down to this. Here's the mic drop. There's no mandatory mask policy.
How are you going to enforce a mask ordinance? There's no way to do that, and not fairly and not efficiently.
There have been deaths among older and high-risk people, but for whatever reason, the virus hasn't been as deadly here. In fact, we did the math, and it's 0.5%.
It's been mild here, and we're not seeing the same virus that everybody else is seeing. I don't know if it's a different strain. I don't want to get into that. But the effects on the community has not been the same as it's been everywhere else.
The pool is open on this sunny day, and schools, they'll be open before Labor Day.
They are, yes. Dodge City just said that they're going to reopen schools August 25th. That's when we'll start. And they're excited. I'm excited.
We stopped by Redbeard Coffee Shop
$4.35
for a cup of coffee and to chat about the coronavirus.
We wash our hands in and out. We are constantly cleaning and disinfecting,
Blueberry pomegranate.
It's an easily controlled environment with the whole masks and putting up screens and all those things. I don't know.
The owner, Clinton Cotton, has made changes to keep his shop safe and busy.
We used to have like couches and stuff, like nicer, like a little more chill, plush stuff. Like what does that even, wiping down a couch with Clorox, like, no.
Tables are spread out, contact is limited, but the conversation flows.
I think that numbers are relative to number of tests, how many people are actually getting tested, how many times that person's been tested.
I've had a friend who has it.
A lot of people we met chose to wear a mask. They briefly pulled them down while we spoke to them so we could understand them.
Wear a mask. I don't understand the people that don't.
We met people who just moved to town.
I was actually a lot less worried about being here because I was only like 2.5 hours from New York City, so.
We try to stay as healthy as we can and, do what's recommended and wash our hands.
Ford County has flipped the script on coronavirus.
We were the county with the highest amount of cases.
They are now unremarkable. And that's why Ford County is newsworthy.
We didn't get rained on.
Now on to the next stop. In Ford County, Angie Racono, KCTV5 News.